So you're curious about investing in REITs and getting into the REIT market, but you really want to diversify over many different REITs? Well, guys, that's what we're talking about today. Hello and welcome back, everyone. I am the Real Bearded Businessman. Hope your investing journeys are a happy and successful one. Really appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out the channel. So let's start this video off today, guys, by talking about REIT ETFs, and let's see if it's a better solution for you to diversify than just buying a whole bunch of individual REITs. As we all know, my motto is, if you don't believe in it, you're never going to succeed in it. I don't know if that's really my motto, but I heard it, I liked it, so that's the one I'm going to use. So while I go through this video, guys, which one of these situations and solutions do you believe in? Go ahead, let me know down in the comments. Let's get some definitions out of the way, guys. What is an ETF? As we all know, an ETF is an exchange-traded fund. And as its name implies, it's going to be tracking an exchange or an index. For today's purposes, we're going to be talking about ETFs with REITs as their main holdings. They may have other positions, but REITs are going to make up the vast majority of their holdings in their position. So what ETFs are we going to be talking about today? Let's look. So these REITs today, guys, are going to be Vanguard or VNQ, iShares Global REIT ETF or REIT, R-E-E-T, and the SPDR Dow Jones REIT ETF, which is a RWR if you're looking for the symbol. So let's say you watched one of my previous videos on REITs, which I'll put up there in the corner for you. And let's say you really enjoyed the logistics or the warehousing REITs, right? So let's take two, for example. Let's say Prologis is one that you really like as an individual position, and maybe public storage because, hey, maybe you're renting renting a storage unit from Public Storage. Now let's combine that with the fact that maybe you like those, but you want to have a little bit more diversification in case something happens to either one of those individual spots. So a quick look and see what VNQ from Vanguard's holdings are. Both of those stocks are pretty major holdings in that VNQ. Plus, they got all the other diversification areas. Now, of course, it's also an ETF, so you have the benefit of this thing constantly adjusting and rebaselining against its exchange or index. If you do some research on this, a lot of people feel like the main goal of this is long-term capital investment for VNQ. So what was one of the other ones I was talking about? That's right, guys. It was the iShares Global REIT ETF, or symbol REET. So why did I choose this one to talk about as well? So let's say that you really still like that Prologis or the Public Storage, right? But so maybe you don't like the other positions that VNQ has, and maybe you want to have those logistics REITs, but maybe you also kind of want to get into global markets and maybe some more emerging markets. So ironically enough, if that's what you're after and that's what you believe in, this ETF right here has both that Prologis and the Public Storage, as well as is really going to go after that global market. It's going to take positions and holdings that maybe you're going to miss out on VNQ. And the last REIT ETF that we were talking about, of course, was the SPDR Dow Jones REIT ETF. Another mouthful here. Symbol RWR. Once again, guys, you probably guessed it. I'm not very good at hiding stuff, but you still love those warehousing and logistics REITs, the Prologis, the Public Storage, but I don't know, maybe you don't want it to track the index. I think it's MSCI. You don't want it to track the index that the VNQ tracks. Maybe you want to check out another one, like, I don't know, the Dow Jones US Select REIT Index. That one, guys, there was no way I was going to memorize that, so I had to look it up. But if that sounds interesting to you, then maybe this RWR or the SPDR Dow Jones REIT ETF is for you. And again, if you think that it's purely coincidental that I chose these three REIT ETFs, well, yeah, I picked them because they both had those two stocks that I talked about before. Now, why was I so set on having those two individual REITs in there? Well, I really wanted to highlight for you guys that if diversification is what you want, but you also know I got my heels dug in on certain things that I don't want to give up. I just wanted to let you know that there's multiple options out there for you, right? So you could still have your warehousing, you could still have your logistics, but you can also choose different flavors as well. Whether you want it to be this index or that index, or even I just want to see what else is out there. I want to get into those emerging markets because you're going to need real estate in order to, to get out there in those emerging markets. So really, at the end of the day, it's up to you. Do you believe in investing in individual REIT positions? Do you believe that investing in ETFs with long-term capital positions makes more sense to you? How about emerging markets? Is that interesting? What about an ETF that tracks a relatively well-known index? Like I said, guys, at the end of the day, you all are the only ones that can really decide what's right for you based on your research, based on your feeling, and really what is the best risk move for you, or I should say the least risk move. So that's how it boils down at the end of the day. That's what this is all about. I wanted to highlight diversification. I hope you guys liked it, enjoyed the diversification talk here with these ETFs. And until next time, guys, happy investing, successful investing. I wish you all nothing but success on all of your financial journeys, and I'll catch you next week.